digital. Okay, but we need to understand everything. That doesn't mean we will do everything once. We'll just automate everything. We can do it just like I said. For last week, I said WhatsApp do. Initially, it started with chatting. They improve. They go to call. Later, they go to video. Now they go to multiple people. That's what we can improve on that. But we need to start. We need to have a baseline, and that's that also. Yeah, I have a lot of it here. I see patient also. These are now external. You see patient, which is external, patient and external. We need to consult patient also. What do you guys want? What's the problem? Wow, we wait 6 hours before we see doctor or before we are registered. These are their problem, and you people want to improve on it. You need to hear patient advocacy. Some people are public health, and that's the advocacy. Caregiver, why you guys when we come, they chase us out, or the visiting time is very short, or so many things. They have their own problem also. We need to consider. We have the academic research. You guys have like engineer. I know for engineer, I don't know for engineer have current NSC and all of that. These bodies also, you need to inform them and tell them and say, okay, like I said, it's informed. You need to inform them. We are trying to go this. Can the next set of people be educated in line of that? Every lawsuit or loot is going digital now. Do you understand? And then we see external and regulatory bodies like Federal Ministry of Health, Lagos State Ministry of Health, medical, and all these guys need to be informed also. You need to inform them. Because they will be their concern. You need to consult them also. Their concern will be like, it will be an extra workload. I know an hospital here when they want to automate also, the staffs are angry that to slow down their work, that the workload is high already. Why do they want to? They will now do one patient, go and write, and unlike before, they'll just write, scribe or whatever. Online now, you need to log in your own so that they'll know you'll be accountable for the patient. And all these things, it's a lot of process, but it's a big project. If you are doing this kind of thing, person that picked this last week, doing a big project, a very big project. This cost in Nigeria will cost hundreds of millions of naira. Yeah, I can assure you that this is a big project, and it's worth doing. I said some people also technology vendor. Are we using this? Okay, last week or Loot doesn't have IT. You guys get now. It doesn't have IT, but they have. It doesn't have IT, but they have. Are we using external vendor? Are we giving it out to consultant? We need to consult on all of that. Union also. The union. Media unions of association. All these things you need to get them involved. And you can say now, and I said group who are not stakeholders. I just want you to bring the line. Who are not stakeholders now? Loot are not stakeholders. General public that doesn't use loot are not stakeholders. You don't need to go with them. Businesses not providing healthcare are not stakeholders. Security, they are not stakeholders. Others, Ministry of Education, Agriculture, and all of that, they are not stakeholders. Competitors, maybe private hospitals, they are not stakeholders. Do you understand now? Let me just pause. Just give me some sort of if I make sense for the past 15 minutes before I proceed. Just stop. Okay, someone has a question. Oh yeah, let's see. Is there a top or you have a question? Okay, yeah, that's fine. All right, thank you. All right, I said Juma also. I see a lot of, and you can see how things work. I think 4 or 5 people choose Jumia. Different problem. You can see that's how it works. Different problem, different issue. And also you need to understand who are the stakeholders. Operation. Don't limit it to 3, 4, 5 people. No, it doesn't work that way. You need to expand it to everybody that is involved. Know who is it. Understand. We need to understand who is a stakeholder. Maybe we need to understand who is this in this project. And we'll go the next page. We'll go down. We'll go to understand who you need, what is in scope. If we are doing automation now, what do we want to do now, and what we are not doing now? Yeah, we need to understand it. Like I said, okay, operation. Yeah, operation and logistic. This issue is that they say the stakeholder for improving delay orders and customer experience. These are 2 different projects. There's something called delay order. There's something called customer experience. They are different workflow. People don't. What's the customer experience? Is it that when they go on the app is not responsive? Is it that when they call, they don't pick up early? So many things. You can see that you need to break it down. What's the customer experience? That's why you do the workshop. what's the problem? What did they say the problem is? You need to break it down. And these guys, you meet this guy. Once you understand the problem, you need to understand the problem first, the lay order, then you know your stakeholder. Now meet this guy, you meet this guy, you meet the customer service experienced person, you see what their interest is. This guy logistics say, I just want my order to go fast because I want to make more money for the company. This guy said, we are the supplier of the dispatch rider. There's a lot of issue now. We just want improving services. This guy also said, this is what customer have been getting feedback, and it's a negative feedback. We want to improve on it also. Technology and product. Which guys are we using? Are we using consulting firm? Are we using consulting firm in Nigeria? Who are these guys? Can we speak to them also? Is there any way this thing is coming from their side? Also, there's payment. Maybe all the payment is not going faster, or the payment is not being confirmed as soon as possible, which because the company want to receive the payment is being confirmed before they proceed the order. They want to speak to the finance also, and they want to speak to the marketing also. And then external stakeholders now, they want to speak to the delivery partners, people that give them, maybe the DHL and GIG, they sublet it to them. They want to speak to the subscribers, which are high earners or high payers, people that that keep the company running. You want to make them happy, because once you make these people happy, the company will continue to run. You want to vendors and sellers, maybe they are not the one supplying early, and financial partner, just like I said, Gmail. Is there anything like Gmail Pay? Do you want to speak to the bank and improve our processes? And regulatory bodies also. We want to speak to the NCC, maybe the consumer protection also, because maybe they've reported us to them, and then we want to speak to them and say, what do I can just give a call also and say, hello, from Gmail, is there any report from you? Or someone has reported you. Like me, if I have issue with bank, I copy my bank, copy CBN. Is one of those things also people see, and they need to speak to them also. Yeah, I think that's that about that. I think she understand that. Also, want to go next thing I want to focus on is, where did you think you fall? I know a lot of people are confused and say, where, where did I belong in all of this? You can belong to anything. Like, if you can function any company, you can function in any company. I can assure you, you can function in IT, you can function in healthcare. Yeah, I think so. Healthcare, you can function in consulting, you can function in e-commerce. Like Juma, it's not limited to. I see some people doing their own personal business for the assignment, which is fantastic. They want to improve they want to automate their businesses. Some people say maybe Chides clothing now. They want to improve it and said, yeah. Someone said they have cost of production is higher than cost of sale. They want to see what the problem is. Is that I responded to that, but I didn't get any response yet. That is it your personal project? You need to understand what's the cost. You need to understand your target audience. You need to, a lot of it. You can be anywhere. You can be BA for yourself to improve your process and process or your company. But customer, one thing I want you to understand, you can add as many things: product manager, product owner, project manager, business architect, consulting BA, system architect, analyst, sorry, business improvement analyst. They just some people have business empty and want to improve. I see a lot of people also saying data got exhausted early, you know, data got exhausted early. They have BAs in there. They have BAs, and that's why you see them. They do bundles. They will say maybe people are complaining the data is high. They will not split it down and say, okay, let's do 1,001 gig so that people can buy. Because some people don't have 2,000 to buy down 2 gig or 2.5 gig. Okay, let's do 7 days. All those things are way to get money from people, and this is the work of BA. You can function in IT, healthcare, bank, logistics. What the whole universe sells something. Bank sells something. Healthcare sells something. Is either selling to get money or services, whichever way. And people want to get. If you serve people better, they pay more. If you serve it to, some of you guys can have business, and when you give dupes, what's the word now? Serve people better. They bring back customers. These are business analysts. This is work. The work are different. You can can work as IT support. It's the same thing. And maybe I should put this caveat also. Some company, because they don't want to pay the money of business analyst, they will change the name. Change improvement analyst is the same thing. Just understand, read the job description and say, this is what they mean. I can do this one, I can do this one, I can do that. You can apply for the job. Don't be fixated on that. It must be business. I know can be IT support analyst. Once you can understand this thing, and the next class we'll do the tools. I will share the link to the tools. You guys will download it before the next class. You guys will do it by yourself, and we can proceed with that. But you guys can function anywhere as much as you put your mind to it. Okay, I think I repeated this slide. But the key thing is that business is very versatile. You can specialize in technology, data. Some of you that have data, it's an addition. It's not the process strategy. Some people are just strategy. If I'm working for Lagos State government, it's strategy. I'm bringing in strategy. Depending on the career path you guys choose, and then it's not limited to one. And that's that. Okay, now I want to talk about stakeholder management. Now I don't know how much we have 12 minutes. I think I can proceed. Stakeholder, how do you manage these people? I don't know. Can anybody share experience of you manage clients, but remember a stakeholder? You can remember. Yeah, I'm talking about stakeholder. You manage. Let me come down and say, you manage one client, or that client give you headache. Do you have anybody have that experience? Just one person. Just signify and I'll let you talk. Oh, I work with those clients. They are very smooth. They do no issue. Very direct. Just one. I just want you guys to talk. I want guys to everybody to talk on this call. All right, Oluwafemi, go ahead.
Hi. So
Yeah.
there was a time I was working with a stakeholder, and during the project execution, I find out that we might be going in one way. Then the man will just come and say, "Oh, I want us to input this. I want us to do this. I want us to do that." And most of those things that I was bringing were not to the scope of the project, which actually delayed the project for a long time. And we just find ourselves at one spot without hitting the target, and then missing out on the period that was specified for the project. So it really, really weighed on me that time. And every time I just wake up, and most times you just see him sending a message or calling the midnight. They're supposed to be sleeping that, oh, please, by morning, let us do this, get everybody on board. Let's have a meeting by 10 to discuss this new thing I just thought of, which was actually a very, very big setback on the project.
Fantastic. Thank you. I didn't get it.
Good morning. Me, I'm still experiencing it too. My own is this particular client. I work in a consulting firm, right? So you have different clients. So this particular client that I'm managing, Jesus Christ, our own is give me timeline immediately. So you have to know how to undo them because you already understand that this client wants you to provide timeline immediately, right in the DSU. But you already understand that based on your company or based on how you work in your company, you can't be providing timelines immediately because you don't want to fail. So I've actually learned to, manage them by, telling them, don't worry, I'll call you, I'll get back to you, this and that. So before COB, and this particular time always tell me, Denike, you started. COB again. COB again, you started. Yeah, this is your COB. Okay.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
something that I've actually come to, understand. Thank you.
Yeah, we can all see that every one of us have experienced that kind of thing, but you need to manage them. Just like Femi said, Oluwafemi said, you need to keep that scope. That what happened to them is scope creep. Keep changing. You need to be able to say, no, sorry, madam, this is what we want to do now. Maybe after we deliver this, we'll do this. Okay, or he or she need, maybe it's the Aliko Dangote. Just let him sign that the timeline will change, everything will affect. There's something called change evaluation document. You need to go and create that document and let him give it to him sign that we are moving from A now to B. And we are focusing on nobody because project is defined by it has a start date and end date. Project doesn't have start and end date. It's not a project anymore. and it's meant to fail. Yeah, fantastic examples. Manager, you need to know how to manage them. You need to know how to manage. Maybe I should give you a story. I work with someone. I work with some people that are in Singapore, and Singapore is like 7 hours different from where I am. And then as they are leaving work, I'm entering work. And then we need. But imagine I've been sending an email, or the person I've been sending an email and or trying to fix a call with the person. The person is not showing up. I was just like, this guy is so difficult. You need to understand what is the circumstances around it. You need to come to, middle ground. That guy is working, leaving work as you are entering work. Do you want to? Now, what I can do is I can compromise to enter work early and finish early, so that I can meet with that guy and sign off the document, and I'm free. But what we want to discuss now is stakeholder management. It's very key into what we need to, as a BA, you need to know how to manage stakeholder. And then, like I said, maybe in 6 minutes before we roll over, I'll just go over it. How do you manage them? One of the things is communication. Like I said initially, is like communication. Just I didn't care. Said, I will get back to you, ma or Doctor Mrs. I will get back to you by COB, which is close of business or end of the day, whichever language you guys use. You need to very communicate very well, clearly structured. There's empathy. I know we want to deliver this thing. Just be empathy, have some empathy to it. Like I did also, I have some empathy. I can't allow, maybe the lady has, can she want to leave work and want to catch train, or want to, drive off, and then I'm coming and saying this guy is not showing. Just show some empathy, show clarity also. You need to understand what's the problem, agility also. And sometimes you need to push back, say no, just like I think, no, madam, it's 2 weeks. You want the deadline 2 weeks, but with the look of you can't deliver in 2 weeks, you deliver in 4 weeks. There's some pushback, they call it pushback. You need to do your, no, madam, something like that. One thing is that you need to inform them, align with them, and give them confidence throughout the project. Like in Nigeria, there's cultural consideration, politeness, respect, hierarchy matters. You can't call professor, you can't call doctor professor, and no professor doctor in Nigeria. They will change it for you. We all know that. And you can't call. I'm an engineer. I'm not. I don't care about the title. But some people, if you don't put engineer in front of their name, or you invite them to party, you don't put engineer, they won't come. Say they are not Mister. Some are doctor. You need to understand what the environment you are using. And in the Western world, you need to ask them, like, my name is Ademola. You need to, if you call me Ademola, you need to ask, is that the right? You need to ask me, is that how you want me to pronounce your name? Or is you, I may be bearing Ademola Adeniji and tell you that I want to be called Ade. You need to follow that. That's you need to. These are things you need to know. If not, like like someone, the name is, let's say the name is John Paul. Yeah, I want to be called John JP. And if you call me John Paul, he'll be angry with you. Sincerely. If John Paul wants to be called JP. And that's why you want to be called. If you don't address me JP and you go and meet him, he'll frustrate you. And these are things you need to know. If someone wants to be called Oga, and you can see it, I wrote it there, say, Sir, Ma, or Barista, Oga, Oga, sir, Oga, Ijomo fun yin. Sorry, Oga, I passed that thing yesterday. Can you hear me? These are how the main goal is to achieve what you want. That's the main goal. And just achieve what you want. Yeah, that's that. Also, you need to be polite, respect, hierarchy. If his person is high, just give him the respect, and that's what you want. And then also you need to manage conflict. What about, have everyone have experience of, maybe another person now have experience of two people have one different thing, the same company, but they want different thing. No. Just anybody want to share? Anybody, don't be shy. If you have shared before, you want to share again, no worries. Yeah. You will be our champion of the day. Go ahead, Adenike.
Sorry, I always have experience because it's actually part of what I do currently. So I always have experience. So I remember this happened 2 weeks ago. Is it 2 weeks ago or last week? I can't remember. So there is a particular, we added new features to this particular application, right? And this our client said, okay, the actual person that we communicate with said, let's give them 7 days. And another person who is another guy is saying, no, let's give them 2 weeks for them to, download the new version, and we'll remove the old version from it. So there was a bit of back and forth. No, let us give them 7 days. No, let us give them 2 weeks. No, let us give them 7. In fact, as of yesterday, the one I interacted with still called me. And Nike, we want you to remove the old version by 11 p.m. tomorrow. So though they are saying we should give them this, we should give them more time, but me, I don't want us to give them more time. So the thing is, we are going to just know that you and your team, you are going to do this by 11 p.m. today, but wait for me to send an approval email before you proceed. So it was a bit of back and forth that day that we had to even say, okay, do you know what? Could you please get back to us when when you are sure when we can go ahead to do this? And that was it. So yeah, thank you.
That's a fantastic one also, yeah, because we have issue of people that want, and it can be political. Oh, Samuel, go ahead. Samuel, let's say.
Okay, good afternoon, everyone. My case is just similar to that of Nike, though ours was just more of back and forth between us and the technological team. So the technology team were like, okay, they want to shut down the server for the old application. But we were like, we've not communicated, like we are not sure everybody that has gotten the message yet. But they just insist that no, by so and so time, you just need to, we need to shut it down. We need to find ways to communicate and bring all of the users to the new platform, let them be aware. So it was just we didn't have to intervene. Our group heads had to come in, and then we had to look for middle ground.
Yeah. In MTN or Kuda or wherever you choose, it's your portfolio. Just build on it, keep it somewhere. That's what I use for my training is still with me. Keep it somewhere. You can, when you are updating your CV tomorrow, you put it there that you work so on this project. Because at the end of this project, at the end of the whole session, I'm looking at, if everybody cooperate, I'm looking at, I may organize one-on-one session with everybody and see from end to end, but I must see the consistency in everybody and see from where we started from, where we define who is a business analyst, to where we will end. I want to see what we document. Just build this thing for yourself. This is your portfolio. Okay, build it for yourself. If I tell you to keep to 3 slides, do 3 slides and send to me. Have 10 slides for yourself. That's how you get better. Have this 10 slides for yourself, and then keep it. It's your portfolio. You can upload it anywhere. It's yours. All right, it's your portfolio. Then just, but I just want, why I'm keeping to, I just want to ensure that people listen to the details of the details. Three slides, because, and also so that I can able to read through and also give some people, reference. And if I do not give constraint, some people may go 7 slides, some people may go 1 slide. I want it to be at least a bit of balance. I hope you guys understand what I'm trying to say. Yeah, but in all, I think we have 23 people who can continue. In all, what I want is, I want you guys to know that this is a real project. What we are doing here is real project. It depends on how you see it. Like now, what if I want to add to my portfolio? It's a real project. What you guys do, I've seen, it's a real project. Just document it, understand what at each stage. The first thing is to understand who is the stakeholder, who are they, who's the project, what's the project, who is the stakeholder. Document them. How do they receive? Which technique will you use with them? You can use everything. How do you manage them? Then we'll now start documenting. After now, you go back and document. Now we'll get there. But yeah, so that we don't waste much time. But I just wish that everybody's on the same page. We are happy and all of that. And yeah, that's the cocoa. If it's 10 people we finish together, I'm happy. I'm so happy. If you guys, anybody that check it out, you see, I'm not about the numbers. I'm not about the. I know how much this training. Some people even pay and they don't show up. I know people that pay $500 and don't show up for a training. Not one, not two. I think like 5 people, or they'll show up one. They will $500. And in Nigeria, I know someone doing this training 250,000, and they'll do three training. And you guys, you understand, you don't understand, just go, But if you put your mind, when I was doing training, it can't be, I don't know which work anybody is doing. It was a bit of a tight schedule when I was doing it, but let's not go there. Maybe we can get there one day. But yeah, let's continue. Back to class. All right. Yeah. I think you can see my slide now. Yeah. Like we said, you need to. How do you manage conflict? What happens now is conflict, and these are things that will come up in your interview. If you do interview, you surely do interview. People will tell you, how do you manage stakeholder conflict? How do you manage? This is what you explain now is what you say. Okay, I will explain it now. How do you manage conflict? You can see. I don't know how you guys manage, but I will explain how you manage conflict. How you manage conflict is that you understand A and B. You listen to them. This person may be saying the same thing, but because it's not in diagram, he doesn't understand. You listen, you visualize it to them. You don't bring and say, what's that man saying? Say, no. You listen to their stakeholders. All right. You listen to them very well. And then, before acting, you understand why is the conflict? What's the problem? Why is the man being difficult? You usually meet one or two. I can assure you, you usually meet difficult stakeholders. I'm telling you, surely meet. But there are some things: empathy. Introduce yourself. If someone is joining your team new, Samuel is joining us newly. Guys, can you welcome Samuel? He's just joining us for the first time. Or you catch up with Samuel on a cup of tea on the street, in your canteen, or say, Samuel, can we have a cup of tea together? Can we have lunch together today? You are trying to win the person to yourself. I'm not saying harassment or any other thing, don't get me wrong, but you're just saying, I'm not saying you should busybody, or what's that word now? Busybody, uh, eye service. No, you're trying to make sure, even if the person, the person is going to work with the person, they've not introduced, just maintain cordial relation with everybody so that when you chat, the person will respond. I have someone that told me day before yesterday. Yeah, said, I sent my document and the person responded in 10 minutes. Some people are so responsive. I'm very responsive. I think I am also with these guys. I don't think anybody sent me a message and I didn't respond to. I don't think, because I feel like everybody should be, kept value. Should be, everybody should know that they are valued. You guys, I feel like you guys mean so much. If it's free or not is my choice, but you put in your time. But this is how you manage people. You manage people and try and understand them, what's their problem. So people said, when I say also, do you use YouTube and all of that, everybody give their opinion and say, okay, we'll go with this. Because this is how you make people say, okay, guys, this is what's happening. Is it data? Because I don't have issue with data, but I don't most of us are in Nigeria, and they say, if there's data issue, you may not join. It's a valid reason. I don't know what you're facing, but these are empathy. Just make sure that there's no conflict or there's less conflict. People have conflict. You need to try and speak to them. That's where interview now comes in. Speak to Samuel differently. You speak to Tomiwa differently. You can speak to let's say Basit and Adebola are having, having a different opinion. You speak to them differently, and you just understand what Basit is trying to say, understand what Adebola is trying to say. Then you go back and do your own work and come back to them and say, I think you guys are saying the same thing. This is also what Adebola is saying, and you guys will move forward. And that's how to understand, listen, don't assume. Nah, I was just saying that's how I always give you problem. It can be communication gap. It can be at times it can be inviting everybody to meeting and you miss out at any care. And I didn't get saying you guys don't inform, yeah, I just say I'm sorry, I'll forward it to you now. Sorry, it's a short notice, but be empathy, just have empathy. It's very short, but I'll forward it to you. I didn't care. Ambiguous requirement, it can be if we just want that thing to be fine, like Amazon. You just break it down for the person, make him understand or her understand that this is what you are saying, and then and priorities. I've worked on projects that finance don't want to spend money, and then they want it to be security, high security. Finance say this is our budget too. If you want high security, and finance say we need to change space. And finance, okay. If you want truly high security platform, then we need to go up with our budget. We find a balance. We make them reason that if you don't do the best one, if you want to upgrade the version, it will cost them more. These are things you just make them understand, but it may take time. It's part of the project. That's why I be part of it. They want someone to solve that problem for them. And don't see yourself as a PA, but you can see root cause analysis, root cause. What's the root cause? What's the problem? What's the major issue? Just you need to understand. If you don't understand, there will be a problem. Yeah, the next one will be facilitate open communication. Like I said, some people may not want to give honest opinion. Who said that? Someone said that at the beginning. Just make them anonymous. Send them survey and make them anonymous. Tell them that the survey is anonymous, so they will respond. You see everybody, that was CMD, very wicked man. Everybody will say their mind. You will see where the problem is coming from. Old neutral workshop or meditation meeting. Just neutral. Just come there. Oh, guys, we'll be having after work today or lunch hour today. We'll gather in a cubicle and have lunch together. You see everybody by by fluke or crook, everybody was yes, so I think, or you provide, in the Western world, they like chocolate, just provide chocolate. Everybody, the one you ask, the ones you know ask, they'll say it. I don't know what's the work for Nigeria, but you need to understand the environment. The one you ask, the one they just say, guys, let's catch up on the coffee. I'll get a coffee today. Oh, you don't mean it. Oh, you don't mean it. I say, oh, the mother bought me coffee. Just invite the person to a meeting. As immediately you accept the meeting and you open up. Go ahead. So carry. Yeah. Let's say.
Good afternoon, sir. I didn't think
Afternoon.
you're going to see this in the chat, but I have another class and it's the last day of the class. I need
All
to
right.
go. Sorry.
Yeah, just drop your name in the chat, then I'll pick it up. Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
All right. All right. Be unbiased also. Just don't be biased with people, and then make them free. And revisit what they told you and clarify it. It may be ambiguous. These are things you need to do. One thing I want to tell you guys is that this is a major part of business now, because they want to know, is it worth doing at all, and all of that. Revisit and clarify. Conflicts often arise from unclear or evolving requirement to resolve. We confirm the business goal. Guys, let's not forget we just want to improve customer service. So we are not adding that delay tracking into it to make them understand this is what we are doing, because they assume that we just want to ensure that everything we just stick into this goal. What's the goal of the day? And then that. And then the next one is managing expectation. How do you manage the expectation? People want, they have a expectation. Just some people who come to the meeting 30 minutes, they only them want to talk 25 minutes. You need to know how to manage people, how to know manage. What's the risk? what's the risk that happened? Like Kuda said, you raise it at a risk. Oga CEO, the way we are changing this thing is a risk. We may not finish the project. Raise it early, and then what's the constraint? We've reached out to our third party, but they are not responding. Like I work with someone, the team, all of them, I think only all of them went on leave at the same time. And we want to deliver the project. And we need to wait for them 2 weeks or so. You just put it in the document and say, oh, we are expecting this, just to be made sure that you are documenting every stage of the project, and say we are expecting feedback from so, and then they will get back to us. I just want to go. Typical example in Lagos for managing expectations. Like Adenike said, I didn't know you should say that. I said executive may demand aggressive timeline. You can see now that you know she will say that, can we deliver it in 2 weeks? And someone said something like that also. Can we deliver in 2 weeks? People will be saying that, calm down, man. I can't deliver that thing in 2 weeks. Even me, my the delivery lead now, and which is project management in somewhere. They call them delivery lead. They say, Ademola, that thing is just a small change. I say, no, you don't define small change like that. What defines small change? Yeah, I know what to do, but don't tell me it's a small change. If it's a small, come and do it. You just tell them, do some pushback. No, tell them it take me 5 days to finish that thing. Expect it in by Tuesday, so day. Nobody will come and disturb you again. Vendor may miss deadline. They maybe not be light. Network may what's that thing? What's that word? Power grid may collapse. What do you do? They may steal the cable, MTN cable in your environment. What will you do? These are things that are actually real. These are real things. I'm not saying something that theory. These are real. I'm trying to relate it back home, back to Nigeria, and say these are real problems everyone of here on this call mostly face. You need to preempt all these things and provide proactive communication. I've sent an email, and some companies will have service level agreement with you. Like, if you send us email, we'll respond in 3 days, 3 to 7 days. Yeah, just like delivery. When you buy something, they say delivery is between 5 and 7 working days. That's the service level agreement. And then make sure that when you are reaching out to that kind of people, and you put it in your ticket or whatsoever you have the document, and say you reach out to them, but their service level agreement is 5 to 7 days. They are mandatory to respond between 5 and 7. But if you want it before that time, it's not within your capacity. It's not within. Maybe you tell your CEO or someone ahead of you and escalate it to their head also, so that you can breach that service level agreement. But just all these things needs to be, communication is actually the key, and then that's it. I think the final one is build relationship. Like I said, if someone is joining your team, reach out the person, support the person, make the person welcome. If someone in, just build relationship. You may need the person. People that you don't want to joke with. These are designers. Those designers, they can mess you up. If one thing about BA is that when you have a good relationship, you make your work very easy. Very easy. You can call some people to call. 1 week they will not respond to you because they don't have a relationship with you, and they will tell you they are busy. They have what to do. Their calendar is full. You can't see space to build them. But if you have a relationship with them, you can find just build relationship. Not saying you guys should just build work relationship. Just work. Establish trust, rapport, and say, oh, if I reach out to him, he respond. Credibility with stakeholders so that you can get openly, support decision. You support them also. When you guys are doing retro, we get there, we do ceremonies in the call it ceremonies, just like I think I say DSU, daily stand-up, you know, daily stand-up. You do it every day, and then do some things weekly, you do some 2 weeks, depending on your content. When you contribute, don't just go on mute yourself. If you're on a train or you are not in a place to talk, you can just say, guys, I'm sorry, I'm with you guys. I'm not in a better place to talk. You need to be open. You don't want someone to come on your call 4 or 5 times and he's not talking. You're just there. And even if you join the call, just say good morning, 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 morning. Show that the person actually is there. Active listening. Allow people to talk also, especially BA, you allow people to talk, understand each stakeholder goes and know where they are, know their problem, and know know if just be dynamic about it. Be neutral and diplomatic when resolving conflicts. Very, you need to be very, yeah, guys. Just be diplomatic. Is one of those things. Recognize stakeholder contribution. If someone do something nice, give them thumbs up. Don't say it's record. That's a very good point. Emphasis on that. That's a very good point. One-on-one checking, you can do that. You can check on them and say, guys, how far now? How you doing? You good? Yeah, can catch up later. I'll see you. If you want to have a coffee, you can just walk to someone and you are walking. You want coffee? Some places you make coffee for them. Some places they will go with you free coffee. You go on a free coffee. You just talk. That just what doesn't make it makes sense. Doesn't make justice. And some also, I know someone that joined my team, and then I didn't know she was in my office because my office is very very big, and like my company office in where I reside, and very big, and now it's a son. Who is the person in charge? They say, it's that lady. Oh, that lady. Where is she? Is she in other countries? Say no. She's in my same country. Oh, you don't. I just chat the lady up. You don't mind later? Let's catch up in the canteen and have coffee together. Just catch up, talk. What does it makes sense? Doesn't make sense. Especially Western world, it makes sense. Just catch up, make oh you okay? Yeah, we'll be working with just gist, normal gist, and on the coffee. And in that place, you can get what you want. It may be normal gist, it may be about what you are working. Sorry, I just need to catch up on with you. I'm working on this CUDA app. We have this issue of just returning, just mention, yeah, I can support with that. I work on that. If you just say I work on that 2 years ago, I have some document I'll share with you. Oh, let me get my laptop now. Immediately the person don't give you what you want instead of you waiting 7 days. These are how you guys have achieved. I've done that a lot. Or someone just go to the group, guys. Anybody, I'm looking for this document. Anybody know where it is? Maintain relationship. In some cases, they will not respond to you, and that's. But if you maintain it, they will surely respond to you. And now we get to the final stage. The good side of this today is that for every stage, we are in the initiate stage now. You produce a document, all right, and then the first document is business case. Why do we want to do it? Why do you want to automate it? Is there a reason? Is there a justification for it? Is there a reason doing it? You need to produce the document. After you need to produce the document. I'll show you how this thing look. I'll share with you. And then another one is business case is what is business case is a document that to justify why we are doing this. Is there who get money at the end of the day? It may not be money, it may be saving cost. Okay, I think I think you guys, I think someone said customer service also. Do you know? Oh, in some country, when they receive call, they call customer service. Calling and receiving, they pay the service provider. And then if the service is not smooth, they keep calling, they charge them £5 per call. $5 per call, sorry. Imagine $5 per call and 100 people call in a day. That's loss on the company. We want to ensure that everybody can self-service. We can introduce self-service. We can introduce so many things to reduce that thing because we don't want someone to call 100,000. Yeah, it can be 10,000. It can be more, depending on the company, depending on where you work for. Imagine 10. Let's assume 1,000 people calling and it's charging £5, but that's is it $5,000? That's a lot of money. And even the staff, instead of her to or him to be doing productive, he's just receiving call, and they may not solve the problem. And the person will come again tomorrow and like that, like that. You can see now it's a lot. That's why we need to do. You can see as if as just introducing live chat can save the company a lot of money. You may not have an idea. You can see, but I can use petrol station. Some of them make 2 naira on each liter, but 2 naira times 33,000. You can see how much they make. They don't care. It's just as long as it's constant, and that's why when you want to save money also, and there's rating to it. Yeah, it's a big project. Just like I say, automation is a big project. I saw someone saying he want to do fidelity. I think he's yeah, I won't mention her name now. Fidelity, and then that if you want to recharge on fidelity, you need to save the person as beneficiary. Yeah, that's a very good, what's it called? Very good initiation. You don't need to, I don't need to, I can come, yeah, like my company also, you can come as a guest, just buy what you want to buy and go. I gave someone also, I think, I can't remember, said Chicken Republic. Yeah, I think I can't remember the name for it, but Chicken Republic. You can introduce the person can book ahead. You need to understand the problem. That's the point. You need to save. It can be that when you go to Chicken Republic, it's just crowded. Some people don't like crowd. I think, yeah, I don't like just crowded. I just know once I go in, I walk out immediately because it's just crowded. You want to, it may not be direct, but you need to understand there are problems everywhere. And that's why do you think MTN keep advertising every day? Because they want to get it into you. Glow, someone also said Glow lose. Sorry, is that person on the call? Glow lost 5,000, or no, is it 5,000, 1 million this subscriber now? Is that this subscriber or users between June or April to this moment? Is that person on the call? If you're on the call, just let me know. I want to hear the story. Imagine Glow losing 1 million users. That's a huge stuff. The person is proposing a project for them. It is fantastic. There's problem everywhere. Nigeria may not be accustomed with the word of BA, but there's problem. There's a name they call them. Find out what they call them. There's a name they call them. But there's something called BRD, Business Requirement Document. That's where you list those things you want to do in scope. When we say in scope, this is what we are doing now for this document, for this project. Project can be, like I said last week, project can be, I'm changing my name to, when I'm filling for, initially I normally see first name, last name. I want to change it. In some countries, I want to change his last name first. It can be as simple as that. That's a project. Okay. And then for this one, we are sticking to just flipping the feed. Last name first, then first name. That's a project. Just don't see as that. Just. And then we have status reports, like this is what we've done so far, and this is what I've done so far. I've met with I've met with Basit, I've met with Adebola, I've met with Victoria, met with Harriet, I've met with Marian, Luafemi, Tomiwa, and this is what they say. This start. It can be weekly, depending on the organization. Just to understand, these are things you can. It's just like you sending an email, responding to something. Those are just things. And we have stakeholder analysis. We've done that last week, but you can blow up your document, your assignment. Keep one for yourself. You don't have to submit it. I'm just trying to help you guys and see if we can. At the end of the day, we can do one-on-one with everybody. That's why. Next week we'll start assist process. Okay, there's a problem. We want to improve CUDA, but what is existing before? We'll do all those. We use those tools and draw it together. You draw. I think I showed you guys last week process map. When you see it very, I think someone is doing something very nice. You use some tools and do it. These are tools, but you need to understand the basic, which is stakeholder. I believe I'm able to pass stakeholder, how they rate them, how they manage them, who they are across successfully, and who you are as a business analyst. I think I'll be able to pass that successfully. If you have any question before I go to the business case, you can just go ahead, please. Yeah. Okay. Can you guys see my screen? Can you see the business case screen? Sorry, let me know, please. Anyone seeing the business case screen? Or what can you guys say? Just thumbs up. Just thumbs up. If you can see, just give me a thumbs up. Or just say yes in the chat, whichever one is faster. All right, good. Thank you. All right. Now this is business case. It's homework. I'll read through. I'll share with you. You guys can have it, but just make sure it's for your own good. Make sure you work something like that. This business case has just title. It has the second slide. Have what it is inside it. Just the table of content. Yeah, we have the project mandate. These guys want to. I have someone also saying they are on Instagram, but they are not having visibility. They want to. That's exactly this project. This project is they are on Instagram, they only sell on Instagram, but they want to have their own website. All right, they want to have their own website, and that's this project about. And then, this is what they want to do. This is what the owner wants. An attractive homepage. You can see visual appealing things, user registration and login, web navigation, product catalog, payment gateway. These are what the guy wants. And this is what, okay, go ahead, Adams.
We can't see what you are showing us. So is your slide you
All
are
right.
currently saying now?
Which slide are you showing? Which slide can you see?
Document to produce for initial
Oh,
for
okay,
initiate.
okay, okay. All right, yeah, I will share then. Thank you. Thank you for calling that out. Go ahead then. Adebola, do you have anything to say?
I just wanted to say what you just said. We are not seeing what you are presenting.
Yeah, I'll share it. I'll share it. Don't worry, guys. Thank you. Thank you for calling that out. Yeah, I think you should see it now. Yeah, you should see it now. Yeah. Can someone come? Yeah, good. Yeah, business case, that, like I said, table of content. Okay, let me share. Table of content. The next one will be the project mandate. You define the scope of what the man want to do, or what the owner want to do, what MTN want to do, what Kuda want to do, what Glo want to achieve. Currently, let's understand it together. You must evenly define it. M&M boutiques sell a variety of products, which include beauty-related products, accessories, clothing. They are currently on social media, Instagram, but this is not enough for business to showcase product to potential customers. There is a limited range of product that customer can view. There's on Instagram, it's not that friendly. For the purpose of this business, expendices, and then M&M boutique want a platform where customer can visit, explore, and make order and payment in real time. All right, because what they do before in this case is that you need to send a DM. But now someone wants a website that you can buy in a return, and this is what we want to build a website now. That's this project, and this is what we want on the website. You see how we break it down, maybe, and then they assign it to this person to do it, and this is what they want to achieve. This is what they call the summary of the project. The timeline, you see the timeline there, guys. You see the timeline, you see the money, you see what they want to achieve. But I want to put something out, right? Is that in some cases, I think I only did this thing once that I've been working. But I need to tell you guys, some guys will tell you to do it. Depends on where you find yourself. I've only done this one once, but just have an idea what it looks like, or just have a read through later. Also, I've only done it once. If you can create it for your assignment, do. But if I can create it, I'll surely create it. But I've only created it once. But you don't know where you can find yourself. I know someone that is, if you don't know where you can find it, let me know. Yeah, but I don't, so that I don't look at, it's looking poor. No, it may not need it. What are we solving? Business problem. Just like here I said, delay in order. It just in so many companies, you see there's a template already. You just change the title. Don't be changing. That's exactly what I want to say. In most companies, there's a template. You see it where they store their business. You just go there and rename and save as and change it, and that'll be it. Okay. The benefit of doing nothing, if we assume that we don't want to do anything, you can say either say it's justification document. Call it justification of document. If we don't do anything, we'll remain the same. Consequence of not doing anything, the business will be stagnated, will miss opportunity, will decrease in sale. You can see, but if you did not do anything, everything will be like the same. But if you do the minimum, let's say we do just small things, you can see there's something due minimum, and they'll do something. Do minimum is just like there's not. Maybe you just link Twitter, TikTok to Instagram. That's due minimum. Then now, but there's do something. Do something is the project himself. If you build an e-commerce website, then their business growth, their brand building, content distribution, payment gateway. You can see there will be transparency also in that case. That's us. And then expected benefit. If we do something, these are what we will see. Seamless customer, online present 24/7 because you can go there any time and buy. Market expansion because many people can get to it anywhere. Seamless customer experience, payment gateway. There's payment there, enhanced security. Nobody is cheating anybody. Maybe someone is hacking Instagram and chatting with the person. There will be analytics also. You'll be seeing the where people are dropping off. There's something we call drop off. Maybe I enter home page, I get to the checkout page and I drop off. I want to see how many people drop off in and doesn't proceed with buying. Why are they dropping off? Maybe we are introducing just like someone said for that fidelity. Many people will drop off because why would you tell me I want to buy it and for my friend? I must save his number or save him as beneficiary on my app before I buy. I'll just drop or I'll just beg. Let me use start 3-1. I don't know what they use now. Start 310. These are drop off and they will be noticing it. There will be analytics. We know algorithm just like this in this modern world, but it's analytics. You'll see improve efficiency. Expected this benefit. You'll be surely maintain it. If there's technical issue, we need to maintain it. If there's misconfiguration, cyber attack, which is these are just things of like worst case scenario. You just need to list it. To his clothing business, you want to automate it. These are things to look. What are your market base? Who buy from you? Is it worth doing? You want to build e-commerce, you will reach out to developer, but is it worth doing? If you do it, people trust will grow. These are things you want to see that it be a prepared this and you see if it's worth doing or not. Market research, you want to see what the current market is doing, how are they doing it, what is just who are your competitors. Vicky James is your competitor. That girl was her name. Prudent is your competitor. These guys are your competitor. Just see how can you meet up with them? How can how can if you cannot meet up with them, how can you be in a space that even you will be proud of yourself or the business, not about you now, the business can be proud of them. MTN and Glow, you see them every day. This one bring data bundle, this one bring up his own. They keep checkmating themselves. These are documents they do, and then it may not necessarily that we want to go digital. IT business analyst is not about automation, going on computer. It may just be there's a problem. We want to do something. If you want to tender, there's something called tender. We may want to give it to like them identity company and say, want to do this, but we want to have this document first and say, is it worth doing it? From the first slide, I say, is it worth doing it? What is the strength of the business? What is the opportunity? What's the threat? Data privacy issue, poor customer relationship. For now, that's the weakness. Quality side, that's the strength. The opportunity is that we expand and all of that. Just little thing. It's just a document. And what's this? We call this thing PES2 analysis. PES2 is PES2 analysis is, excuse me, this is political. I think this is this is economical, this is social, this is technological, this is legal, and this is environmental. Okay, maybe I will add it to it. But what are the political, like Tinubu is saying tax is coming next year now. What are the political things that can affect this project? Political policies. Or if we are saying we are in Nigeria, we want to expand to Ghana, what is their law there? These are things you need to know. That's why you do all these things. If you don't do it, you just carry developer, the business might fail, it may not be worth doing and all of that. But if you do this, someone do it, and you're paying the person, is your staff, it's part of his job, and that's why you're there. And what is the economical? What's the policy? Is the naira stable? What's the naira to dollar? What's the tax? Just like tax, what's the tax? What's the policy? There's insecurity in Nigeria. That's policy, political. And what's the social this thing? What are you selling? How are people? What's the demography of Nigeria? They are more Gen Z and then millennial. These are things you need to know. Or who are in the fashion trend? Are they buying fashion in Nigeria? Are they fashion? Some countries are not doing our fashion sense at all. But Nigeria is top notch. What's technological? Are they economic? Are they tech savvy? Does everybody have phone? If you go and do something for like maybe even in Nigeria, you do something from some part of the for Nigeria, they won't use this thing because they don't use phone. Some people say they don't believe buying things online. These are things you need to know. It's not about nation only. You need to know what is the law. Like in some part of in some places, they say they have special law and all of that. And what is the legal? What's the implication? Did they have compliance? Like I said, France have a lot of compliance. You need to abide with their compliance. And what's the environment? Is it causing? Is what's the thing bringing to the environment? Everybody's going green now. Saying everybody should go green and all of that. And you see the time scale. You can say I said initially we have 4 stages. We have initiate, define, execute, closure. This is time scale. For us to understand what the scope and provide this document. This is the day we want to use. And business analysts work 8 hours per day, depending on the country. Some 7 hours, but 8 hours per day. And you can see it if you divide this by 8 hours, that means you need to do all these things. Depends. This is just you need to do this thing in 8 hours per day. If you divide it by this one, you see it's 27 months to this one. It's just to project. It's just to project. It's subject to change, but it's just to project. Define stage when we get there. Execute when you go to the develop technical team, just like Samuel said. They have 2 weeks to turn it around. And closure, how long? We just monitor. Is it okay? Test it and all that. Launch it, and that's it. And we have the cost also. You need to add cost to each of the stages or days. How much are they paying? How many people are involved here? BA, how much are they paying me? Depend. It may be contractors. It may be contractors. People do contract and they will pay contractor $500 per day or 500. They'll factor it there of £500, and they'll see. And you can see. Sorry, you can see that at the end of the day, they are spending 36,000 out of £40,000, and they will see how long will he give us back our money. But there's a template. Don't bother yourself about understanding. Just to understand, there's something called business case, and these are what are into business case. Don't bother yourself. You don't know more. There's no, don't worry about that. There's a template. You just change. If you come here now, if this thing, if they say you just change the value and press your calculator and put it there and go, and you may not be the one to do this. Don't bother yourself. Okay, I've not done this where I'm working. I only did it once. And then you see how long in next 5 years we should get so amount of money. Just projection and net value profit. And the risk also. What is the risk? Risk is that this is more of project management now, also and business. And risk is that just like I stated before, there's risk of power outage. There's risk that the CEO is delayed. There's a risk that they did not develop early. There's an assumption. You can assume that you guys may not cooperate. Then issues. Okay, maybe I should define risk is things that you forecast that may happen. Assumption issue is something that is currently happening. Okay, assumption is that because of the situation of Nigeria, there's insecurity. There maybe not be light. That's assumption. And dependency is that we will need Aliko Dangote to sign off before we start. I believe that makes sense. Oh, sorry, Marian, go ahead. Marian.
Yes, good afternoon, sir.
Yeah, good afternoon.
So sorry, I had to interrupt. Sir,
Yeah,
please,
it's all right.
is it okay I take a bow now? Because I have an engagement like right now, sir.
All right, that's fine. That's fine. Just
But
drop
I'm
your name
unable
in
to
the chat.
drop my name because I'm joining with my phone over the browser, so I don't know why.
Just send me your name later then. That's all right.
Okay, I'll send it. Thank you, sir.
Can see on the next slide. The next slide is just just write your name, and there's a version control to put in the document. But these things you understand it, but just understand there's something called business case, and then yeah, it's just few slide of stuff, but there's a template for it. Understand that. But just understand, because if I don't mention it, if you hear it somewhere, you may not need it. You may be lucky, you may never have had it before, even if you are working in a IT firm. You may not need it. Even me, I just see it now. I don't do it. I'm not the one responsible. You need to know what you are responsible for. I'm not, I just see it. And that's the state I am. And the next one, the final one before I take question, I'll just run through, which I'll share also, is the business requirement document. You can see this one is justification document. This one needs to be signed off first, like the organ or the sponsor or whoever that is head of must say, okay, he's happy with all these things. You guys can proceed, right? When you proceed now, then you go to the next what's it called, next stuff that will go, and this BRD. I'll share that with you guys also. But it's not, yeah, I'll just flip through it. It's not that serious also. But in this case also, you may not do it. Don't bother yourself about it. You may not do BRD, but just know what a BRD is. Just know that it's something called business requirement document, and then just know. But some organization, if you go for their interview, they may tell you to produce it. They may tell you to produce BRD. It's not hard. Just follow this template. I'll share with you guys. Just follow this template. Just do it. And again, like I said, someone, what's her name? I can't remember her name. Did GTB Bank and put the logo. You are going for something like that. Someone tell you to present. I'm not saying you should do it for me anymore, okay? Just put something about them, or use their color, or use something, but make it accessible, make it readable. Use their color also, and so that it shows that, oh, that guy. I don't know about Nigeria, but Western world, the small thing fascinates them. Oh, that's lovely. That's what we hear. Sorry about that. You will say, oh, that's lovely. That's so thoughtful of him. Oh, it shows that they'll just be saying you like, oh, something that I put at the last stage of the stuff. But that's how things work in some places. And this business requirement document, you just version it also. If it's the first one you guys are doing, you version it 1.0. If you are doing, just depend on what you're company. You don't have to cram anything, but these are things that you do. I think my one of my interview, one of my friends, we had interviews together in the same place. We didn't know, we later met. And then they gave me, I did my presentation, stick to my presentation, and then that's all. My friend did BRD, do almost everything, and he still admitted both of us, but he just to tell you guys that you can. It depends, but some guys can be specific, and you can just say your, oh, most time interview are just two-phase or so, two-phase or three-stage interviews. One is just introduce yourself the first time. Second time is they want to see you as I am on the call. You on your video, or you may not on your video, depending on your country. Just tell them, they ask you some questions, tell you they are okay with you. The manager you're reporting to will be there. You're okay with you. And then the last one will be, they'll give you a presentation, just like I give you guys last week, and say, come up with this presentation. Some can give you 7 days, but the higher they give you, the longer they give you, the stricter they are on your presentation. I give you 7 days, I'll be stricter. If I give you 24 hours, I'll be less stricter. Like that. The last work one I did was 24 hours. Less than 24 hours. So strict, they still maintain their standard, but depends. Just don't bother yourself. Yeah, let's just go through this one. This is just the front page also. You can see the Word document. See, just like what I did the other side, executive document. It's just like bringing what is there to the other side. Business is in here. But yeah, then we move to this one is normal. You move to, you can see what is in there. Project description, project scope. In scope, what are we doing? We are only doing which one there is now? Kuda. We are doing people should, our customer service should respond to them early. Just that. We are not doing the design phase. We just need to state it out, and that's what we're doing in this phase. This is what the document is all about. And you just executive document is just what is in business case. You just copy it and paste it there. You can see it. Project description, just copy it and paste it there. Project scope is the same thing. Then in scope now, see now the customer listed 6 things he wants and you put it there for him. Home page, account manager, this is the 16. Don't go beyond it. You can see now, you now see out of scope. You can say, oh no, 9 things. Now you see this one. Out of scope, he doesn't want these things. Don't worry about this for this project. 40,000, don't worry about it. That's how it works. And then business drive, just what we see in business case. It's more of what we see in the business case, what you want to do. And you can see how critical it is. You now list out just 3, 6 or 9 things. How critical do you want it? Is it critical? Is it you can't do without it? You just rate it the priority. It's called functional requirement. Then just follow this and you just you just do glossary just for everybody to understand that ROI is mean return on investment, GDPR, and all of that, and that's it. And that is the end of it for this. Any question? I think I saw some question. Maybe I can answer them. I'll share this slide with you, but just keep it to yourself and then make sure you produce your own. If you keep this one, you won't learn. Reproduce your own with that formal assignment, build on it. If you're not done, if you just submit, like let me just submit last one. If you want to proceed, like learn for yourself. I won't drop anybody now. Learn for yourself, do it. Okay. But just reproduce it for yourself, because at the end of the day, I want to see if I can have one on one with everyone. I've seen now we have 27, 29 with 2 people that have dropped. I think I can still manage those things, but I know some people still drop. As people, I say people pay for 500, $1,000 and they didn't do the training. Let alone when it's free. People will still drop. Yeah, that's not a cost. And then it's up to you if you are the one that drop or not. Okay. Any question? No. Oh, some people put, well, I don't know why it's not refreshing. Yeah, I'm sorry, I can't get the past question. If you have question, you can raise up your hand and can let you talk, and or you drop it in the chat. I know it looks like a lot. Don't bother yourself, don't think, but remember what we talk about: stakeholders. This one is just more of documentation. You may not do it, but just know that there's something called business skills, business case, and business requirement document. And then at the end of this, now I think we have come to the first stage of the project, initiate stage. Any question? I want question. I want question. I can't talk for 2 hours and no question. All right, go ahead, Sarah. Sorry, Sarah. Go ahead. Sorry if I don't pronounce your name well, but go ahead.
We don't communicate the material.
Don't worry, I'll share with you. That's not a
Alright.
question. Yeah. Any question? Anybody question? Samuel, okay, go ahead, Samuel.
Okay, thank you very much, Adimola, for this class. So for these documents now, is it every time that BAs you must develop it, or are there cases where these documents are available?
Yeah. In any company you are, right? You produce. They may say it depends. Like we look at, you were on the call last week. We look at a vacancy last week, and it has project manager and business analyst. Some people may want you to produce, and some may put it in their job description if you want to apply for a job. When you get in, you may not.
Wait, you do plenty.
Samuel, yeah, you can move
Yes,
yourself.
yes.
Yeah, it's for every project you do, because they want to know if it's worth doing, and it's not ambiguous. Don't look at it. It's your first time seeing it. I don't know if you've seen it before, but for every project or major project, some people have different ways to qualify. Because for major project, like I can't remember that. Every want to do automation. A major project you need to do. Everything is on call. You need to do something like this. It's something you need to do. Yeah. But mind you, you may not do it. I work in very fast environment, fast-paced place, I work in e-commerce now. It's very fast. I don't do this. Some people do it because some people prepare the backlog. They call it backlog. They prepare the back end, and just bring. Once I get to my stage, I just pick it up, I push it, do it, roll it forward, pick another one. It's like, that's the face I have. But I don't care. But I see it a lot. It's just to justify that we spent $2,000 to do this thing. Is it worth doing? We have really hard work because we've done in my own office. We've done so many projects that we did not launch, and it's thousands of is it thousands? Yeah, thousands of dollars of pounds, depends on the case. They don't want that case. You don't keep repeating. If not, the company will go bankruptcy. I hope you understand that.
Yes, yes, I do. Thank you very much.
All right. Any other question? Yeah. Yeah. Any other question? You guys just go ahead. I'll share this slide with you guys, just explaining why BRD is needed, what will be there, and all of that. What will be in BRD? Yeah, and this also, the stages of what we have. And yeah, I think, yeah, maybe I should run through this. We have this, what tools you use, which we'll move into next week. I'll share with tools. You guys need to download those stuff, because while I'm doing it, just use your laptop next week. Because if you don't do it while I'm doing it, I don't know, it might be difficult for you. But just some tools, but I won't load you with much, maybe one or two. Maybe just go ahead and do that. We'll come and do it. We'll do it together. It will be less talking, less next week. I can just put it to. I'll be doing it and you'll be doing your own. I think that's the best way to learn. I'll share this with you. Just what if you want to do documentation? That just like I said now, I use PowerPoint. You can see it. Okay, I don't care. Go ahead. Go ahead, please.
Sorry, thank you very much. I just want to ask, like, is there a way we can record the sessions? Because this one is not recorded, and I think the first class too was not recorded. I didn't join the first class. So
Yeah,
is
I
there a
know.
way we can start recording the sessions?
Yeah, I think, yeah, since it skip my mind. I think the whole thing comes from the beginning of the session, where I think that people were not encouraging. I would have subscribed for this, but it wasn't encouraging. Like, I see a lot of people not showing interest like that. But maybe we'll try. I thought Teams actually record. That's why I subscribed for this. But maybe we'll change. I'll try out the option next week and then see. I'll communicate that so that we can record. Understand you?
All right,
Right,
thank you.
Bukumi.
Yeah, hi, Damola, and thank you for the class. So yeah, my question is this BRD document, it
Yeah.
is part of the requirements gathering and elicitation step, right?
BLD, yeah, it's part of, yeah, because this, I said, what document do you produce? If you can see my screen now, I said at some point here, I said, what document do you produce? Or where is it now? Yeah, what document? Okay, sorry. Yeah, what document do you produce at this stage? You produce business case, because you actually meet with guys and say, this is what they want. Okay, do you understand that this is what they want? This is the problem. That's the business case. From the business case now, you now understand what they want. That's where you provide this BRD document and show them and say, this is what I understand you guys want. So you get it now. And the last one is as this project. I can understand from current process, this is you, and when you want to pay with CUDA, you log in, authenticate, have different 3 types of authentication. You will see everything next week, 3 types of authentication. Then you click on, what's the next one? Buy ahead time, show you options. You see the flows. I will show you on the flow like a map not map like Nigerian map, but a flow like this. We'll see it together. It's just to communicate. All this one that you're doing is just to say, Oga or stakeholders, this is what you guys said, and you guys happy with that, to proceed. You said this is in scope, this is out of that's why I say, this one is not, it's still elicitation. You are eliciting for them. When you have this one, you now go 2 weeks time, we'll now break it down, and you see how one login can produce 3 requirements. Just login can produce 3 requirements. You see it later. You break it down because you want to go to the list of the list, so that everybody understand. Am I able to answer your question?
Yes, thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you. All right, I'll share with you because time is running over. I don't know if I don't want us. I'll share the link with you. I'll share most of them are free. Just subscribe to it, free. If you have time, but just build your business case. If you want to submit, happy with it to submit. businesses and then BRD you want to submit. Update your past stakeholders, the previous assignment. Just build it. It's yours. I'm not taking glory for anything. It's yours. If you want to, you dedicated 2 hours today, last week. Just be consistent. If you keep showing up, you get you get the reward for it. Okay, yeah. I'll share it to you. It's a free version. Just download it. Make sure you come next week. Laptop. If you're on your phone, you'll be limited. If you come back 3 weeks, I'll know when you don't do it. And some question you ask, I'll know. And that's why you may not be part of. It depends on what you. If you do the assignment, upload it, submit it for me. I'll make screenshots. Say I'll put an assignment also so that you can submit if you want to submit, so that we can. It's just to ensure that you guys are doing the right thing and we are on the same page. And my effort also 2 hours. I know what I should be doing right now. It's not wasted. And then at the end of the day, if you do the right thing, I can schedule one on one. It's not by force. No, Christmas is coming. But if I say this person is more, yeah, it's impressed me, and then I can do that. Yeah, I think that's it for you guys. I'm happy to have this session with you guys today. I think that should be end of the session because the thing will round up now. I don't want us to rejoin.
All
I
right,
think
thank you so much.
yeah. I think yeah. If I don't know, yeah, but yeah, we can take it up from there. I'll drop the assignment, drop the link on the classroom. Anything, just communicate on the classroom. I'll surely respond. All right. Thank you. Thank you, guys.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so
Thank
much
you
for your
so
session.
much. Some of us
Thank
didn't get
you.
feedback or like
Yeah.
feedback to your submission.
Pardon?
I didn't get feedback on the previous submission.
I gave you one. I didn't care. I know your name. Don't worry. I gave you one.
I didn't.
Check it.
So where am I supposed to check?
All right. I'll highlight it for you now on the classroom.
Okay, thank you.
I didn't
All
get
right,
it.
bye. I'll share the slide also on the classroom. Just look out. I'll share the slide on the
I
classroom.
can hear.
Everybody should. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, so I said I didn't get a feedback also.
We told me what really. All right, I'll look for it.
Yeah.
Just drop a chat
All
that
right.
you didn't get feedback on your assignment itself, and then I'll respond. Sorry.
All right.
All right.
Okay. Thank
Isley,
you.
Uzma, Harriet, Lawal, King. Yeah, thank you very much.